Whoa, it really looks like a Caribbean island. I'm cycling in Aviemore, which is the starting point of one of the most iconic bike routes here in the Cairngorms National Park.
I need to cycle 41 kilometers through pine forests and over uphill gravel paths. It's a circular trip and there's only one shelter during the whole route, so I hope it's not gonna rain heavily.
I'm cycling to my first stop, which is the beautiful lake of Loch Morlich. This is the route I have to follow, the old logging way. After 5 minutes cycling along the big traffic road, the old logging way goes to the right, and now we're cycling in the nature. Look, beautiful road. We're still close to the traffic road, but at least we're surrounded by nature now. Beautiful plants and trees. Look at all the pine trees. Once the whole of Scotland was covered by those pine trees, but now there are only a few pine woods left here in the Cairngorms National Park. Look, here they are very big. Wow, this is a beautiful pine wood. And look at the ground. It's all covered in plants. You don't see brown spots. So green here. It's very pleasant to cycle here. As I said, it's the end of October, but the sun is out. The sky is blue. Look. And it's not cold. It's very pleasant to cycle. And then with these views in the Cairngorms National Park, in the pine woods. Whoa, look at this. What an amazing view. This is Loch Morlich, a beautiful big lake. On the background, the big mountains, and in front of it, it's all covered by pine trees. Whoa. And this is a beautiful sandy beach. Look, very big. Whoa, this is unique. This is a unique view. In the north of the United Kingdom, in the middle of Scotland, in the Cairngorms National Park, you find this impressive lake. Wow. The scenery is fascinating. The lake, the beautiful sandy beach, the pine trees all around it, and on the background, covered in the clouds, the mountains, and also the sun is out. Man, I would love to go for a swim, but it's a bit too chilly and also it's quite windy. But this is very tempting. I can imagine if it's a nice summer day here, the beach is full with people. This is exactly what I read in the tourist guides. But I didn't expect it to be so nice. Now, I don't want to exaggerate, but this looks very exotic to me. I can't capture this on camera, the beauty of it. You need to see it, you need to feel it, you need to be here. The water is crystal clear. The sun reflecting in the water. Now, I'm following a bit the coastline. And it's very long. It goes all the way there. It's a very wide and also long beach. Look, from there all the way to there. And if it's getting too hot for you here, here's a lot of shadow between the pine trees. It really looks like a Caribbean island. I'm back on the old logging way, up to the next stop, which is the Eilein Bothy, and that is a little old wooden house, and that's where I'm going to have my lunch break. Look at these pine woods again. Huh. It's going uphill. Pine trees, and on all those plants there's not a single spot of brown or sand. It's like a big sea, big green sea. It was already beautiful and spectacular, but it has become even more beautiful now because I'm very far away from the traffic road now. I'm in the middle of the forest, only surrounded by nature. And big mountains. And in the middle of this forest, I run into this beautiful little lake. All of a sudden, I come across a hidden gem like this. Look at the color of this lake. Emerald waters, a little beach, and on the background, pine trees and a big mountain. Fascinating. After Loch Morlich, another highlight, but this one is very small. You can walk around it in 10-15 minutes. And although there is water in the air, it is not raining. It comes from the other side. So after 1 or 2 hours in the middle of forest, the country is opening up. Look. No more trees. Oh, not a lot of trees, but big meadows. And as a result, we can look very far again. The beautiful open landscape of the Cairngorms National Park. Now this is it, the Eilein Bothy, in the middle of a big open field. Very mountainous. So I think this house is for hikers who want to take shelter for the bad weather or just to stay overnight. Let's have a look inside. This is it. Just a little space, and here you can stay here overnight, right?
Yeah.
That's the purpose of this thing.
Yeah.
Are you going to stay here, guys?
No, I don't think so.
No. Look, there's even a heater. Did you start up the heater?
Huh?
Did you start up the heater?
No. We're gonna do it soon though.
Okay. Yeah, look, this is kind of a bed. Well, you can use it as a bed. Cheers, guys. The guys are not going to stay here, neither do I. I'm going to have a break here, and then I continue here, this way, all the way to Netty Bridge. That's the next village. Okay, I'm back on track. After some decent cheddar cheese, I'm hitting the road again. And I've been cycling very slowly the first hours because I ran into highlight after highlight. So many nice things to see. Lakes, forests, open fields, beautiful surroundings like here. Look. But I've still a lot of kilometers to go, so I want to cover a lot of kilometers now, all the way to Netty Bridge. I've been cycling like a maniac for half an hour. But now I stop for a minute because there's nobody. I haven't seen people for 30 minutes and it's very quiet. And I'm all alone here. Listen to the quietness. It's only the wind. Pine trees with plants. It looks so nice because it's like the pine trees disappear in the green plants. You don't see the sand, you don't see the ground, only this. I continue this way. Wow, look at this. The water beats the plants. I don't know if we can call this a mangrove, but at least the trees are underwater. It's the first time that I see trees not covered by those plants, but by water. But what a beautiful view. I've arrived in Nethy Bridge and look at all the houses. They're all new, recently renovated or just in very good state. Look at this one. And everything here. And this is the Nethy Bridge Hotel. Okay, they are renovating it. Basically everywhere in the Cairngorms National Park it's like that. I've only seen very nice old houses in very good state. Look at this one. This one. Or this typical one. And this street. Look, all the houses are different, but very nice and in very good shape. And in very good state. This must be the church. Oh, this one. Behind the trees. A little palace. That was Nethy Bridge. Next stop is Boat of Garden. Wow, look at these big villas here. Wow, they are so beautiful, so characteristic. I've arrived in Boat of Garden after 20 minutes on the asphalt. It's just a little village. I'm going to take a little break here, 5 minutes, and after that to continue for the last part of the trip back to Aviemore. Now I have two options, as I can see here. It's Aviemore, 8 miles. This must be the big traffic road. Or I take this one, Aviemore, 5 miles off road. Of course, that's what I'm going to do. The last part to Aviemore, and I'm back in the forest again. What a beautiful view. And all of a sudden it's very green again. And now it's all purple. Yeah, I'm back in Aviemore. I completed a circular Rivone trip straight through the Cairngorms National Park. Ah, wow, what an experience. So many highlights, beautiful lakes, beautiful nature, pine woods, nice architecture, nice houses, very nice bike lanes, very good to cycle here. What an amazing experience. It took me 6 hours, breaks included. And usually they say it's 2 to 4 hours, so I took much longer. That's because I was enjoying so much. I really took my time, took a lot of breaks, and also I cycled slowly. But yeah, I understand now that Cairngorms National Park is the most beautiful park in the UK. After hiking, cycling and busing, now it's time to travel over water. How am I going to do that? I will show you. Yeah, this is my boy. He is going to bring me to Loch Insh. He's very compact and he's very quick. This is River Spey and is going to bring me to my end destination, which is Loch Insh. And Loch Insh is a beautiful, magical lake, 1 or 2 hours from here. Speedy, my boy. He's very compact and he's very quick. So I'm going to prepare it, put it in the water and leave. Yeah, if you are alone, you have to do everything yourself. So I have to turn the kayak and push myself off the land. Yeah! Yeah! Yes! Yes! Almost there. That's it. Bye-bye. And I need to come back to take my camera. Now I can go. Yes, I'm on the road. I'm on the water. It's very quiet here. Very nice. Nobody's overtaking. Nobody's driving dangerously. It's just me on the water and some birds. I'm in the Cairngorms National Park, which is the biggest national park in the UK. Scotland, in the middle of Scotland, between Edinburgh and Inverness. I'm on the water for 20 or 30 minutes, and again it's very pleasant. There's not a lot of stream, but I'm enjoying it. It's so beautiful here. Look at the surroundings. It's green, yellow everywhere. The autumn colors are beautiful. Some people don't like to travel to Scotland in the end of October because of the bad weather. But look at this. The sky is blue, kind of blue. The sun is out. It's warm. It's, I think, 12, 13 degrees. It's very pleasant. There's no wind. The weather can't be better than this, I think. Not too hot. And also what makes the autumn so nice here in Scotland, and not only in Scotland, it's the color. It's the colors of the trees and the plants. It's a mix between green and yellow and orange. And also, since it's not high season, there are less tourists. So it's all for me. Look around. Look, this is so nice. Beautiful, those trees itching the water. If you look there, you can see the trees are growing horizontal. They can smell the water and they want to jump in it. All right. Low branches. Ah. Oh, and here's another one. Yeah. Well done, Sjoerd. It's okay. Mission accomplished so far. That's not a strong stream. It's quite slow. I can't go really quick. because there is no stream, there are no rapids. But I'm enjoying, it's good. Man, I have the feeling it's spring. The weather is so nice. I hear birds chirping. This is what you see along the river. Grass fields. Very high grass. But I wanted to stop here for this. Look, a mini beach. And the water is suitable for swimming. So here you can swim all alone, there's nobody. And a lot of animals do. Look. All these traces are animals. Well, it feels like summer. It's warm. I brought my swimming suit, so I should do it. We're reaching Loch Insh. There in the far I can see the river is spreading out. And I can also see some goose. This is going to be beautiful because all of a sudden we have a very wide view all over the water. It's quite a big lake. A little bit more. We've arrived. Loch Insh. Look how big it is. But it's not deep here, it's very shallow, he told me. He told me there's a tree in the water, you need to pass it from the left side because on the right side it's very shallow. What a stunning view. The still water, the mountains reflecting in it. And the colors of the trees, green, brown, yellowish. Fantastic. I'm in the middle of the lake now. Finally some birds, swans. There are more over there. They are communicating. I'm back on land, the other side of Loch Insh. That's where I came from. And now I'm here on this side. Look how beautiful this view is. And Loch Insh also has a very nice beach. Look. It's like a sandy beach, bit of stones, but very nice. And I can imagine when it's hot here, people are swimming. The water is very clear, very nice water, very clean water. A last view over Loch Insh. Look. I had a wonderful day. After days on land, I discovered the Scottish Highlands on water. And you see the country from a different perspective, very special. And also, I was all alone out there on the river. There was nobody. And that makes it even more special. And now after a long day, I'm drinking my herbal tea in this very warm and cozy bar next to the lake. And that makes the whole day the full experience. Look at those big pine trees. Once the whole of Scotland was covered by those trees, but now there are a few pine woods left, and you find them here in the biggest national park of the United Kingdom. Nature-wise, there is everything here. I'm in the Cairngorms National Park. This is so beautiful, and I'm here at Loch Insh, which is one of the prettiest spots. It's so picturesque here. It's not rough, it's not wild, it's just very calm, peaceful. The ducks are resting in the water. It's not very big, the lake. I'm walking around it now and it will take me 1 hour and a half, they say. It's a bit more than 5 kilometers. And in the middle of the lake there is a little island with an old castle. That's one of the most mysterious things here in the region. Also, it's still a little bit foggy, which makes it more mysterious. And I also hope to spot a bit of wildlife. There is a lot of wildlife here apparently. It's raining a tiny little bit and everything looks so serene here. The trees are nicely lined up at the edge of the water. And even the sun is peeking out a little bit now. Ah, this is so beautiful. So I hope to see more wildlife than only ducks. There are deer here, squirrels, wildcats and beavers. But for now I'm only surrounded by big pine trees. And the lake is on my left side. There's a very nicely constructed path next to the lake where you can walk and you can even bike here. This is the path, there is the lake. But I'm choosing for this path. You know, it's a bit more adventurous and it's closer to the lake. Here it's not always clear where to walk. It's not really a path actually, but since it's very flat here and not densely vegetated, it's easy to walk. It makes it more entertaining. Look, this is it, the 14th century castle. There's not much left of it, now it's only a ruin. But it looks very mysterious. With the colors of the trees and the fog on the background. This looks very Scottish to me. Ah, I can't emphasize enough how impressive this is. Here we can see the whole lake. I'm walking that way. And there we can see the end of the lake. And then we go back that way. There on the left, that's where I came from. Nature-wise, there is everything here. Ducks chilling in the crystal clear water. Plants and trees in autumn colors, yellow, brown, orange. The green pine trees. A beautiful lake. The sun is out, there is a little bit of rain and it's cloudy. It was a very good idea to walk over this path. I need to go up and down a lot. It's not difficult, but it's a bit more entertaining than the straight path I showed you before. Wow, look at these plants. Look at the color, they're all so bronze. And there are a lot here. What a contrast, because if you look at the other side of the path, it's all very green. I'm almost at the other side of the lake and it's been a very colorful experience. It keeps on changing between green, yellow, bronze, brown. Beautiful autumn colors. Yeah.
Thanks.
Good luck. Here I need to pass a little river. Look. This water goes to Loch Eilein, and on the other side, this water, the other side of the river goes to another lake. There in the far you can see it. That there is Loch Gamna. And actually I also wanted to walk around that lake, but I'm enjoying so much the whole scenery, the change in colors, the weather and everything. And I really take my time. I'm walking much slower than usually because I'm enjoying it. So I decided to be not so greedy today, and I stick to one lake, Loch Eilein. Look, and now it all turns yellow again. Look at that mosaic between green, orange, yellow, brown colors, the trees. It gives a very unique perspective. Listen how quiet it is here. Do you hear that? No, you don't, because it's so quiet. Ah, wow. This looks like a nice beach. I could spread out my towel here and jump in the water. People do swim here, but I haven't seen somebody. And honestly, it's not that cold. I think it's 13 degrees. Okay, the sun is gone, but it's not windy, it's not raining, and the water is nice. Look how clear it is. And let me feel if it's cold. Yeah, it feels cold, but not even that cold. And you know what? I brought my swimming suit. And when I was preparing the trip, I really told myself, oh, I really want to swim in one of those lakes. This is my chance. Okay, I didn't swim. But I have a valid excuse. I forgot my towel. And without a towel, it may be a bit too chilly. Too bad. No, honestly, I'm going to regret tonight, I know that. Because I like those little challenges. I like to do those things. It gives me extra energy and extra power. And now I know at the end of the day, I'm going to tell myself, fuck, damn Sjoerd, you didn't do it. You didn't dive into the water. A missed chance. And now it's all very green again. And all of a sudden it turned bronze. And there are also color combinations here. Yellow and green next to each other. I'm walking for quite some time now over the bigger path, and I'm quite far from the lake. I think it's 200 meters. And I'm only surrounded by pine trees here. Pine trees, pine trees, pine trees. Look at that green sea here. The green sea of plants and moss. There are no open brown spots. It's only this, until the lake. You can tell it rains enough here. I completed the circular trip around the Loch Eilein. Wow, that was beautiful. The change in colors, between green to orange to yellow to brown and green again, makes it magical. People often hesitate to visit Scotland in October because of the weather. But I can only say, this is the season, because it's not that cold. There is a bit of rain, there is a bit of sun, it's not windy, and then with the change of colors, it's the full experience. Well, almost full experience, because if you bring your towel, you can also go for a swim.